Okay, today I discuss about the animal tissue. What is animal tissue? First of all, I would like to discuss about what is the tissue. Tissue is the group of cells that have similar origin, similar structure to make a specific similar work, that is known as tissue. And it is divided into four types: epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscle tissue, and the nervous tissue. What is the epithelial tissue? Epithelial tissue is the outer covering of any organs that face having either inside or outside of the environment, but it makes the outer covering, and it provides the covering lining in the part of the body, lining covering of the part of body, and in compact cell and having the little matrix. That is compared to the connective tissue having the more matrix as compared to the epithelial tissue. And there are basically two types: simple epithelial tissue and connective tissue. Simple epithelial tissue is the having the single line and the function lining and body cavity, duct and tubulus, that is divided into three types: squamous epithelial, cuboidal and columnar. And complex epithelial tissue are made by the two or more layers and that act as the protective function of the body. Next, simple squamous epithelial tissue has the square shape of the structure of the single lines, and it made the air sac of the respirator. Air sac that is present in the lungs that help to diffuse the oxygen from the lungs to the blood and receive the carbon dioxide from body to the lungs and exhale from the lungs to the outside. That position are the exchange of gases by the help of the air sac, and air sac made by the simple squamous epithelial tissue. The lining of the blood vessels, hearts and the lymphatic duct that are made by the simple squamous epithelial tissue, and sub-stratified layers of the squamous epithelium that are found to the skin, vagina, esophagus and mouth layers. Next, the example of squamous epithelial tissues, that is the single lining of the cells and it having the basement membrane after the transfer section, and there single layer of the cell that is squamous, and there that made the upper side of the base layer, and after the transfer section cutting of the squamous epithelium, that is the found in the single layer that indicate the simple epithelial tissue. Next. And stratified that they are also present in, that is stratified epithelium, and it is the base membrane, and after base membrane that also present the stratified squamous epithelial tissue. Next, after second is the cuboidal epithelium, on the basis of their name, it has the cube shape of the structures, and that help to the absorb the secretion of the function of the organs like kidney tubules, duct and small glands, and the surface of ovary that help the absorption or secretion of any fluid material. Cuboidal cell, after them elongated. Columnar epithelial tissue. Columnar epithelial tissue is elongated and much more longer than the squamous and cuboidal, and they are wide. That simple columnar epithelial is single layer, the lining of the digestive tracts and gallbladders and the excreted duct of the some glands has the macrovilli and some other surface of the help in the absorption. Actually, the location is the important of the epithelial tissue, and that location having the make a specific function, and that function are performed by the squamous epithelial tissue that mentioned in this slide. Next, after the simple, this is the structure of the simple columnar. Columnar means the elongated cell. That is the elongated cell. Elongated cell, and that is made the nucleus, that is known as columnar epithelium. Next, pseudo-stratified ciliated colors. Pseudo-stratified है, ciliated भी है, and also columnar भी है. Columnar cell है, ciliated है, and pseudo-stratified है, epithelial tissue. This is the all structure indicated the pseudo-stratified ciliated columnar cell and ciliated. Next, after that, next part of the video that is known as connective tissue. Connective tissue is the second part of the division of the tissue. Connective tissue is the characterized the wide, separated and each other matrix produced to the cell. And tissues protect and support of the organs, and cell matrix composed of the two regions, that is grounds, that liquid gel, and the gums are solid, and other is the fibers. Fibers is the two types, non-elastic, that is a white and collagen, and elastic, that is yellow fibers, and that all that present to make a connective tissue. This is a loose connective tissue, and it also divided in the type of their content of the matrix and fibers. They also divide into the various part. Next, in the next, the type of connective tissue is the loose connective tissues, dense connective tissues, adipose connective tissues, cartilage, bones and blood. Okay, loose connective tissues, the cell-like ground, but cell-like ground, gel-like grounds with the both elastic, non-elastic fibers running through the ground and many directions, wraps and fusions organs under the skin. This is the structure of the loose connective tissue. It having the ground elastic cell, and it made by the elastic fibers and also having the cell and collagen. But that are not compact. That's a loosely connect, and it having the matrix as well fiber also. Next, this regular connective tissue. This is the nucleated, many nuclei fibers arranged to parallel row, and tendons and ligament fiber mostly non-elastic. Tendons means if the bone joined to the muscle, that is known as tendon, and bone to bone joining, that is known as ligament. In the previous, ligament. In that dense connective tissue having the more compact and solid form, it also having a more nucleated. And after the adipose tissue, adipose means the position of connective tissue in which have accumulated, and that particular location, the function storage of the adipose, liquid and vacuoles, large vacuoles and living content of lipid that nucleated cytoplasm and push the edges of the membrane. It means that connective tissue deposit of the fat. It is found on the tummy of the woman generally. And the next, this is the vacuole. After the cartilage, the ground matrix gum flax, and the cells are lacunae with this matrix fibers, elastic, non-elastic, and that is made by the two types, a hyaline cartilage and elastic cell. Hyaline cartilage is located in the bones, and elastic cartilage of the ear of the cartilage, that is known as elastic cartilage, ear of the cartilage, pinna side. And non-elastic example and a nose cartilage. Now, nose cartilage is known as non-elastic example. After the hyaline cartilage, this is a structure of hyaline cartilage, the loose connective tissue, it having the matrix and also present the nucleus. That is known as hyaline cartilage. After the elastic cartilage, that is the elastic, loose connective elastically, and it is found in the pinna of the ear. Okay, next. After then, discuss about the bone. Bone having the also connective tissues, the ground matrix solid content of the calcium carbonate, and the blood supply and nerve to the passing the Havalsian canals. That is known as Havalsian canals that passes the blood and nerves, and matrix is made of the calcium carbonate, and the cell is known as osteocytes. Next. After that, I discuss about the vascular tissues. The vascular tissues means blood, the liquid, plasma, and the cell elements. 90% of the blood having the water and 10% of plasma, proteins, electrolytes, hormones, and oxygen, glucose. Okay, and blood element content of erythrocytes, RBC, that is a 4.1 million in female and 5.4 million in a male. Cell ml per human, and that is the nucleated, that is a okay. And platelets, that is blood clotting. Okay. Blood clotting. Next, this is the erythrocytes, leukocytes, and that located in this place. Okay, thank you for attention.